Hello everybody, this is Kyle out of Course for Draft Radio, coming at you live with the Dragons of Tarkir draft. We have Kolgon's Command, a great way to start. Our recording software was a little bit malfunctioning, but that's okay. Sadly, this pack is weak for black and red. We've only got a Tarka, a Freet, a Sandcrafter Mage, but again, the only red card of worth is either Lightning Berserker or a Tarka, a Freet. I'm going to take Dromaka's Gift, has the highest upside, and we don't know if we're in red-black necessarily, so that's that. We do know that Epic Confrontation is the best card in this pack. There's some other good stuff. There's a Circle of Elders. Ooh, a Sabertooth Outrider. There's a Territorial Rock, which I think is pretty decent, but Epic Confrontation is what we're going to take. Also, if the Trash Compactor starts, guys, we will be dealing with that. Alright, so one of our guys might be AFK, but that's okay. We'll wait till after this pack to kick him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Did we just lag out? No, no. Still good. Alright. We have to kick Dino, sadly. He's kicked. Alright. So, we have a Dromaka's Gift, we have an Epic Confrontation, we have a Kolgon's Command. I don't mind splashing for Kolgon's Command, it's pretty great. Would be worth playing, would be worth splashing for. Certainly. 2 damage, Shock plus a Raise Dead is pretty good. Also, destroying target artifact works on those nice little dragon monuments, but you know, generally pretty decent. Although, Dromaka's Gift is very powerful, as is Epic Confrontation. So, in all honesty, I feel like we've got, I feel like we've got not a terrible start for the direction. We're just gotta wait to see how the other people are playing out with their picks. I do like Epic Confrontation. I also really appreciate that there's continuity still. Something funny that I noticed is that Surak Dragonclaw killed a bear to become Surak Dragonclaw, but Surak the Hunt Caller killed a dragon to be Surak the Hunt Caller, so it's kind of funny. Ha! Clever. That's a coat with Venom. Interesting. So there's a coat with Venom. There's really nothing in green or in anything else. However, blue and white seem to be pretty hard up. A Ouija-Tai's Interceptor is very good, as is Palace Familiar. Maybe I could be in blue-green. I think a Ouija-Tai's Interceptor is the best card in this pack. That's what we're going to take here. But I'm just going to try and read the signals here, and then if the signals are red, then hopefully it works out well for us, and if not, it doesn't. We're going to take Herd Chaser Dragon. It keeps us in green. It keeps us in Morph. Again, we're not really sure where the direction of these packs are going. That is a late Misthoof Kieran, but I'm not willing to put myself into white just yet. Right now, I am just going to have to play this pretty safe, pretty close to the belt. So, Herd Chaser Dragon, not ideal. Certainly not a card that I want to like grab early on, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. And it is something that I think is a decent card. It's nice having 3-mana 2/2s sometimes. Just 3-mana dorks. Alright, now this is pretty interesting. There's a Rakshasa Gravecaller and a Hand of Slimgur, which means that black is probably still open. So we probably should have taken that coat with Venom earlier, but that's alright. There's also a Sight of the Scale Lords, which is a very powerful card. Especially if we take like Colossadon Yearlings early on. It might behoove us to take that, the Sight, over the Gravecaller or the Hand. Although, in my mind, I think Hand of Slimgur is better than Sight of the Scale Lords, and I don't know if I'm in the dedicated deck yet to make Rakshasa Death Dealer or Gravecaller very good. Shoot. And I could splash red, I guess, for Kolgon's Command. Bollocks. I'll take Hand of Slimgur. It's just better to take cheap low drops. We'll take a Hand of Slimgur again here over Tail Slash. I do like Tail Slash, but you know, it's good to take the black cards while you can get them. Especially the low drops that make things bad. Slimgur Butcher here is amazing. There's also Obscuring Aether, which is okay, but not as good as a Butcher. So, alright, and a Coat with Venom. There's also a Reckless Imp and a Carsey Sadist, but Coat with Venom is one of the premier combat tricks in the format. So that's very good. And then we rolled the Kolgon Skirmisher. So we read that correctly. This was definitely open for business in black. I'm going to take Tread Upon to try and keep us in black-green. There's a fair chance that we could still go in black-red, though. I'm not married to black-green, certainly. I'll take Grave Purge because it's playable. Wandering Tomb Shell also because it's playable. But yeah, so far so good. I can even play a Ouija-Tized Interceptor as an off-color morph if I don't have enough low drops that I don't feel comfortable with it. So, that's fine. And who knows if I get the Temple Airy or whatever, then I can, I might even be able to splash for Kulkan's Command and play a Ouija-Tized Interceptor if I get hated out of low drops, but I doubt that I will play this. Tell you what, though, Wandering Tomb Shell is an excellent answer to Sprinting Warbrute. We may still see. Alright, so let's see what this lacks pack. Spider Silk Net, pretty crappy, but it's a 15th pick, so what are you going to do? It looks like we're pretty firmly in black. It looks like we're also pretty firmly in green, but I don't need to be married to either of those things. I mean, my deck is unexciting, but so it needs a little bit of power to get us there. And let's see what this thing brings us. Well, it brings us a Hand of Slimgur, a Profound Journey, a Twin Bolt. Nothing too great for us. I'm just going to go ahead and take the Flatten. Never hurts to have removal. There's also a Slimgur Monument, so be on the lookout for that bad boy. Ooh, there's an Ambuscade Shaman, which is very good for the Dash deck, but that is not our deck at all. I'm going to hide this this black-red card, because I don't think we're going to play it. Our choices are between the Glade Watcher, the Airy Bowmaster, and the Stampeding Elk. I am of a fan to take the Bowmaster. Our deck might be a little weak against Flyers, and Bowmaster does a pretty good job against them, so hopefully we'll see that Glade Watcher come back. I really do like Glade Watcher. I think it's a great card, but we'll see what happens. So there's an Enduring Victory, which is a pretty nice card. It can lead to some pretty savage blowouts, but it's a little easier to telegraph around. A Ruthless Deathfang. It's very late in the pack to see one of these bad boys. This is definitely a card worth first picking if you know that you're going to be in the blue-black archetype. I'm going to go ahead and take Marsh Hulk. I think Marsh Hulk is it a little bit better? Do I want a 6/5 or a 5/6? I think I'd rather have a 6/5, so we'll take Krotik, actually. Well, there's a Sprinting Warbrute, which is a great card, but not in our colors. There's a Sibasig Icebreakers, which is meh. I'm going to go ahead and take Butcher's Glee. This is a really, really stacked pack, though. Warbrute, Familiar, Dromaka Warrior, Ouija-Tized Summons, Outrider, Interceptor, Twin Bolt, Butcher's Glee. Like, this is a sick pack, but we're taking the Butcher's Glee. We've got enough low drops that we can capitalize on it. We've certainly got a pretty sweet curve going on. So let's see here. I can take an Epic Confrontation. I can take a Flatten. I can take a Colossedon. I'm going to take Flatten. It's just nice to have stuff that kills everything. And now, do I want a Lurking Ernix, or do I want a Shambling Goblin, or do I want a Glade Watcher? Well, Glade Watcher is very good, as is Lurking Arnix. But I think with maybe Lurking Arnix is better because I can use Tread Upon, Coat with Venom, and Butcher's Glee to lead to some pretty savage blowouts with this thing later on in the late stages of the game. I've also got 1, 2, 3 2-drops, so I'm not really worried about Shambling Goblin so much. Although I guess maybe I would want to prioritize my curve more. It looks like I think my deck's more of a control way deck where I can try and finish them off with morphs and flyers. So maybe it's better to take Glade Watcher. Actually, I think it is better to take Glade Watcher there. And we wield a second Glade Watcher, which I think is fine. Card works very well with very, very well with Epic Confrontation. And it's not even like the Defender thing is that much of a relevant drawback. Like, most of the time you can attack with this guy in the late stages. I'll take Pinion Feast, good sideboard card. So this is the first pack that we saw. I'm going to take Slimgur Monument. Sidisi's Faithful is fine. I guess Creatures Without Flying, being able to block, kills us. Yeah, actually, I take that back. I'll take this card. I have no come into play abilities. I guess I have one come into play ability with the Slimgur Butcher, so Ancestral Statue doesn't hold very much weight for me. I'll take the Wandering Tomb Shell. I think I am more of a control-way deck, which means that Duress is probably pretty fine. Sibasig Icebreakers wield. Tapestry of the Ancients might actually not be terrible. No, I don't have enough cheap things for that to work, so I'll just take a random 3-drop Goon and see if we play it or not. Yeah, I think this is fine right now. I think we just need a legitimate finisher, and then we're good. Like, we've got plenty of removal spells. We've got some decent combat tricks. I'm actually going to take Einok Artillerist. Or, ooh, maybe I want Deadly Wanderings. Maybe I'm a Deadly Wanderings deck, actually. Maybe I am like a control deck. I don't know. I could be completely wrong there. I probably was completely wrong there. I probably should have taken the Einok Artillerist, as it's pretty good. But Crux of Fate is going to be our pack here. This is exactly what our deck wants. Super control-y spell. Grinds them out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops. Yeah, that seems good. All right, now I can take higher stuff. I'm always nervous to take low stuff, or to take high stuff early on in drafts, because you tend to get screwed over pretty easily. I do like Imgur. If anyone's on Imgur, I lurk at that site real hard. Gonna log into Untap right now. We got some downtime. We got some dragons. We got some stuff that kills dragons. Right, so Pin to the Earth is a good sideboard card. It's definitely something I might look for later on. Einok Guide is very good. It would allow me to splash for the Kolaghan's command, actually, if I decide to go that route. There's also a fair case to just take the Feral Crew Shock and then just bash for 1 billion. I could also take Formless Nurturing. No, I'll take Feral Crew Shock. I don't mind that. Got some beef. I'd rather just stay disciplined, have my curve top off at 5, and then just play the game that way. I mean, 2 Flattens is pretty good. We got 2 Flattens, and we've got an Epic Confrontation. So we've got decent removal. Dousing Gloom is pretty great here. I'll take relevant removal where I can get it. Also buys us time. Gurmag Angler is insane, as is Noxious Dragon, but I think we'll take Gurmag Angler. There's also Hunt the Weak though. I actually think Hunt the Weak's better. We need a little more kill spells. Alright, and now we've got a Grim Contest too to go with our guys. Nice instant speed fight mechanic, and a lot of people just don't prepare for it, so that's very good. Hopefully we wheel that Angler. I'd be very happy if we did. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10 creatures, so we need a couple more creatures in the deck. Although I have 2 Wandering Tomb Shells and a Sibisig Ice Draggers, so so the Merciless Executioner, which lets us ditch. We don't really get much value out of the Executioner. We do get a lot of value off of Gurmag Angler. Good to know that somebody could possibly draft the Executioner, though. We just need like a big finisher there. I will happily play a second Grim Contest, though. I want to play Dousing Gloom number 2, but we're actually looking a little creature light. So I'm probably going to cut this Tradopon, and I might actually run this Formless Nurturing. Just play a 4-mana 3/3. Goreswine is cool. Hooded Assassin is what we need. Take another Formless Nurturing. Sucks that I took it over a Gurmag, but whatever. Archers of Karsi is fine. Nice big dumb drop. Yeah, this isn't bad at all right now. I like this build. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures. 12 creatures is about where I'm okay with being. Just kind of play it. Oh, that's a really late Mardu Scout. I'm going to snap that bad boy up before someone tries to dash their way to victory. I already have 1 Archers of Karsi. I don't think I need another. There's probably a fair case to be made for taking out one of the Glade Watchers and putting in something that can actually attack. Alright, and then the rest is just useless stuff, so nothing too amazing there. Yeah, I may actually take out one of the combat tricks. Because we've got 3 combat tricks right now, but realistically, do we even want 3 combat tricks? Wandering Tomb Shell is actually insane with our 2 Grizzly contests. I think it's very, very good. I'm going to go ahead and make the game, though, while it loads. Our opponent is named Jeff the Dude Man, which conjures up images of White Russians and the Big Lebowski. It's a fantastic movie. So we have a Formless Nurturing, which puts us at 12 creatures. I am going to take... It's the most low-impact card in my deck. Coat with Venom, maybe? I really want to take Coat with Venom out to put a Wandering Tomb Shell in here. I think I do, actually. Tomb Shell buys me all the time in the world, as does Butcher's Glee, and most of the stuff will just trade with Butcher's Glee anyway. I can even do Regenerate shenanigans on turn 6 with the Grim Contest. So I'm actually going to side out a Coat with Venom. Maybe that's the wrong play, but I'd rather keep, like, it's either that or Dousing Gloom, and I want to keep solid removal in. Maybe that's a misplay. but that's alright. So Janklum didn't work. Janklum was another recording. We actually deleted it because it was just not a good game. I did get trounced. So, you know, let the record show that I'm not an unbeatable machine in terms of Dragons of Tarkir, but I got trounced. I drew 10 lands in one game and just sort of got taken out from there. So we're going to put one Wandering Tomb Shell in the deck. And then that'll make up for the fact that we're actually taking our Coat with Venom out, which sucks because I love Coat with Venom. Coat with Venom is a card that did very well for me in the pre-release, but that's the wrong website. It is what it is. I think our deck runs a lot better with a Wandering Tomb Shell, particularly because we have so many good fight mechanics. And like not one but two Grim contests means that like we actually can do a lot of work. And I think it's going to be 9-8, so we're going to do 9 Swamp and then 8 Forests. Not where I like to be. I generally like to run 10-7, but again, is what it is. 3 Forest, 3 Swamp in the sideboard, of course, then 2 Mountain. In case I actually do want to play that Kolaghan's Command. There's a fair chance that we made that I probably could. So, alright folks, the deck is made and we are ready to go, and I will see all of you fine folks in round 1.